Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Advance Happy Easter po sa inyo lahat. We are now in Black Saturday na po. And ngayong araw po ay makakasama po natin ngayon ang organizer ng Pilipinas College Gold Series. At the same time, ang Philippine Esports Awards, which is be happening this coming Tuesday dyan po sa may UP Diliman. And to talk more about it, we have with us again, once again, si Rabbi Ibay from the Pilipinas Gold and of course the Sports Awards. So, sir, magandang hapon. Welcome back to Sports Corner. Habang umiinom.
Magandang hapon po, no? Thank you. Thank you,
Alright.
sir, for covering us again, no? And I'm excited to discuss the upcoming events for golf and for esports, no? So, this is next week na. Next week na po sa ating mga viewers. Sige. So, game.
Okay, shoot na tayo ng mga questions natin dahil of course, meron tayong free time para makapag-interview since wala naman tayo mga church activities na yan. At yun talaga pag gumala pag ganitong panahon, hindi na ang mga sasakyan na dito sa Metro Manila nga. But of course, let's talk about first itong Philippine Esports Awards which is happening this coming Tuesday, April 22. Sports Corner PH will be there as one of our media partners. So, tell us more about dito sa Philippine Esports Awards. Pangilang taon na ba itong sinasagawa? At of course, maraming mga nominees from different esports titles to organizations, to leagues, and even prominent esports personalities ang nominado, and hopefully they could win the awards in upcoming awards. Right? So could you tell us more about dito sa Philippine Esports Awards for this year?
So, the Philippine Esports Awards, taon-taon na po ito. So, it's been going on for 3 years already. Sinimulan namin siya noong 2022. No? That was the 2022 Philippine Esports Awards, which was held on March 25, 2023. So we awarded the winners of that year in the G Toyota Asian Center in UP Diliman. And then we moved the next year to the G Toyota Asian Center, sorry, during the 2024 Esports Awards. And we stayed with that venue. And basically, the purpose of this award show is to bring together all of the best esports trailblazers, influencers, and athletes under one roof and to celebrate a night of excellence of Philippine esports. So yun po. For this year, ang mga changes po natin is that we want to focus more on the women's esports given that during the year of 2024, nanalo po ang Smart Omega Empress as the world champion sa Esports Invitational. So we want to shine the spotlight sa mga female esports athletes natin, and that's why we added 3 more categories in the award season for this year, which is the Liga Adarna Awards in partnership with the longest running female premier esports league in the Philippines to shine the spotlight po sa ating mga women's esports athletes and influencers.
And Sir Rabi, ito yata yung parang katumbas na rin ng iba pang mga award-giving bodies when it comes to sports. At the pinaka-prominent itong PSA Awards. Ito yung parang PSA Awards na rin ng esports, itong Philippine Esports Awards. And they actually give spotlight na rin sa iba't ibang mga esports titles or di kaya esports leagues, whether it is a professional one or an amateur one. So, over the years, ito ba sabihin natin nakatulong na malaki itong Philippine pagkakaroon ng sariling awards na ito related sa Philippine esports para magkaroon ng massive growth at maraming mga fans ng esports and growing popularity.
Opo, no? So, isa po kasing malaking industry ang esports sa Pilipinas. Isa rin po tayong bansa na nilerespeto, no, globally when it comes to esports. So I think mahalaga talaga na meron din tayong award ceremony for Philippine esports, not only to recognize po the different exploits that our esports industry has done and has impacted not just nationally but also internationally. But also, we want to give the spotlight to people na hindi masyado nakikilala pero nagko-contribute na malaki para sa Philippine esports. So not only do we recognize yung mga tao na sikat na, but we also want to recognize and shine the spotlight dun sa mga taong naging haligi para sa esports industry at tumulong para iangat ang bansa natin sa isang respectable internationally when it comes to esports.
Okay. Sir Rabis, so ilang categories nga ba ang nakapagaloob dito sa awards night? Merong mga awardees na mga streamers, mga celebrity streamers natin, mga personalities, meron din mga casters, yung mga parang sportscasters na may mga cosplayers, esports event, esports ate, and so on, so forth. Plus yung additional natin mga bagong categories specifically for women's in sports. So, ilan mga categories para dito sa ating event?
So we have 25 po, plus the three categories ng Liga Adarna, no, in partnership with the Liga Adarna Female. So, itong three categories po, they're divided into three. Meron po tayong entertainment category. So, dito po yung influencers po natin. Dito po papasok yung mga streamers, content creators, stage host, desk host, and etc. So sila po ang basically nagsha-shape po ng kultura ng esports dito sa Pilipinas. At saka yung mga values, sila po ang basically nagsha-shape po ng front end ng esports natin sa Pilipinas. Tapos we also have the gaming category. Ito po yung mismong industriya po natin, yung backbone ng industry po natin, which showcases the professional esports in the Philippines, not just nationally but also internationally. So ito po yung mga sinusuportahan po natin. Ito rin po ang gusto nating tulungan para magkaroon ng maayos po na pamumuhay yung ating mga atleta. So ito po sila. Sa gaming category po sila papasok. Dito po yung mga athlete of the year, pro mobile athlete of the year, pro controller athlete of the year, esports team of the year. So, doon po papasok yung mga awards na yun. At saka meron po tayong talent and production. So, ito naman po yung mga organizers po ng mga esports events. So, uh, more on the production side, more on the back end po talaga. The people who make these events happen, the people who organize the esports industry. So doon po yung talent and production category po natin. And then last po, in partnership with Liga Adarna, nabuo po for this year, given the exploits po that happened during the year 2024, marami pong nangyaring about women's esports. Meron po tayong tatlong awards categories, which is the Liga Adarna Athlete of the Year, Liga Adarna Team of the Year, at saka the Liga Adarna Woman of Philippine Esports. So yun po yung mga awards categories natin for this year.
So maraming naka-install na mga categories. And by the way, nakasarado na po yung voting process. Dumiretso na tayo dito sa panel phase natin with different esports stakeholders na kasama din sa panel natin. The likes of Sir Paulo Barcelon, who is now a reporter right now ng Billionario. And then of course, ang ating nagkita tayo doon sa press conference ng Shark, si Atty. Francisco Beberan, chairman ng GAB. There's Alodia Gosempiao. Well, kilala na naman natin si Miss Alodia na isang cosplayer and of course, well-known esports personality. At ang pinaka-chairman o person ng nasabing selection committee o parang panel na rin is si Miss Jiang Bien ng Pantech Philippines. So parang nagkaroon kayo ng panel discussion days before the event. Ano ba ang ating napag-usapan doon sa naging panel discussion?
So, yung panel session po, nag-iimbita po kami ng iba't ibang mga esports experts and stakeholders po na uh, very much very knowledgeable po sa Philippine esports scene natin. So, they serve to represent different sectors po ng Philippine esports. So, kaya meron tayong galing government, meron tayong galing media, meron tayong galing entertainment, meron din po tayo galing private sector. So, especially handpicked po sila and they're invited po to join us in a panel discussion wherein we decide the winners po dun sa discussion na yun. Doon po, sa panel session, the panelists are invited to nominate and vote for a chairperson. Yung chairperson po, siya po ang nag-move ng session forward for example, magdedebate po yung mga panelists tapos i-move po ng chairperson para i-vote na po yung nomination nila. So, ayun po, nagdebate po yung mga panelists natin and naka despite po na sobrang heated po ng mga discussions, nakakuha po kami ng listahan ng mananalo for April 22. So, meron na pong winners. Abang-abangan na lang po natin para i-announce po sila next week, Tuesday. No? So, stay tuned po sa aming social media announcements, sa live stream, and sa ating mga media partners sa pag-announce po.
Alright, so this will be happening April 22 sa GT Toyota Asian Center. Diyan lamang po sa May Katipunan around UP Camp, Diliman Campus. Is the public can watch yung facilities? May mga i-offer pa ba mga programs or mga booths from there? At of course, yung ating expectations natin for this event na ito.
So, for kasi, open naman po to the public yung event, pero kailangan po kasi magbayad ng ticket fee. So, if you would like to attend the event for face-to-face, you can visit our website to get your tickets po for the event. For the dress code po, strict po tayo sa dress code for the event. Kailangan po natin naka-black tie po tayo and evening gown for women's. So, if you want to watch the event po, available po siya sa Facebook and available din po siya sa ating mga media partners po that will cover the event.
All
so
right.
I can't wait po to, just like you, I can't wait po to see the awardees of the event next week.
Oo, at maraming mga taga-anga ang inaasahang pumunta para magpakita ng suporta. And this is actually a sabihin nating pagsasama o sabihin nating pakikipagkita ng iba't ibang mga esports stakeholders for this one of the kind event. Parang united as one pagdating niya sa competition. So, ano expectations on your end?
We feel like this year's event is gonna be more exciting than the last year's event, given that marami pong nakakatuwang mga influencers and stakeholders po na tumulong po para for this year. So just like Liga Adarna, si Miss Alodia, nag-panel, marami din po tayong bagong mga sponsors that are willing to show their support for Philippine esports. We think that it's going to be an exciting event for this year.
Ika nga, sabihin natin a star-studded event pagdating niya sa Philippine esports, and we're definitely yung ating mga photographers will be there. I'm not sure if I could attend dahil may biglaan kasing event dyan sa Muntinlupa na kailangan i-attend. So, our photographers will be there to cover the event, and for sure, yung ating mga esports fans natin na mag-tune in na rin. Iko-post din natin sa ating page yung live video ng ating Philippine Esports Awards. Okay, so let's go about yun sa isa pang event natin, ang Pilipinas College Gold Series presented by Duck World. Duck World is a newest sports organization kung saan ang tumayong ed na yun ay si Sir Patong Gregorio. Si Sir Pato po, yung presidente din ng Rowing NSA po natin. So, meron ko yung upcoming event this coming April 27, which is the Battle of the South. Diyan po sa may Caliraya Springs Golf Club Farmer Course. This time around, yung last event ninyo, mga North-based universities. But ngayon, mga South naman ang magpapasiklaban niya sa golf course. So, can you describe to us yung ating upcoming event, itong Battle of the South, happening on April 27 po, sir? Okay, so we have some technical problems. Ang hirap talaga pag nasa airport at umahabol ng flight itong si Sir Rabi. Pero pinag-usapan po natin ngayon yung magiging expectations and magiging outcome niya ng Philippine Esports Award. And then we added niya dito sa Pilipinas College Golf Series. So we'll try to get him back with his connection later para pag-usapan ito. O yan, nawala na si Sir Rabi. So we'll be back in a few moments para dito sa pagpapatuloy ng ating discussion. Okay, we are back. Medyo nagkaroon tayo ng problem si Rabi. Hirap talaga pag nasa airport ka at maraming tao doon eh. So, pag-usapan naman natin yung Pilipinas College World Series. Meron kayong upcoming this April 27, itong Battle of the South. So, anong pinagkaiba ito compared dun sa last event natin?
So yung Battle of the South po, ito yung tinatawag natin na mga side tournaments po, no? So yung Philippine Intercollegiate, that's the main team event tournament. Tapos we started this nung 2023 lang. We wanted to meet the growing demand of collegiate golf kasi we found out that once we contacted po yung mga team captains natin na parang gusto pa po nila ng mga extra tournaments, gusto pa po nila maglaro and they were eager to play. So nagbuo po kami ng mga tournaments po that would help meet this demand. So ito pong Battle of the South, gaganapin po siya sa Caliraya Springs Golf Club. Sila po ang venue sponsor. So nagbigay po sila ng malaking discount for the collegiate golfers. Tapos ang maglalaban-laban po dito sa tournament na ito ay ang mga Southern Luzon colleges. So, nag-imbita po kami ng mga Southern Luzon colleges para maglaro po. Included po dito ang Lasal, De La Salle University, De La Salle University Dasma, Arellano University. Sama din po dito ang Arellano University, Mapua University, kasama din po dito. At mga iba pa pong mga colleges po na nakalocate po sa south ng Luzon.
And for this tournament, ito yung parang first time na magpa-partner kayo with Duck World PH, Sir Patong Gregorio. Anong magiging significance nitong recent partnership na rin with the Pilipinas College Golf and of course Duck World PH para mapalakas panlalo ang collegiate golf scene sa bansa? Because nowadays, marami tayo mga junior tournaments na nakalinya na yon. Pero yung mga collegiate tournaments, unti-unti na dumarami at this juncture. So, what is the significance at paano ito makakatulong itong pakikipag-partner ninyo with Duck World para gawing nationwide itong torneo na ito?
So Sir Pato, no, we've met and we decided to partner with them, including Duckworld PH. Given their very star-studded team and their star-studded resume po. So, as you can see, they're currently organizing as well right now the Tour of Luzon, which is a monumental great revival nga, yung sinasabi nila, that would feature international and national cyclists to compete over different areas in Luzon. So, si Mr. Pato Gregorio po, we found that he would be a great partner to have in terms of developing collegiate sports in the regards of sponsorships, marketing, and the different opportunities that he can provide, no, given the reach of his organization and his experience um, as the president of the National Rowing Association and the different projects that he has handled before.
Tama ba ang narinig ko? This is actually an individual event, no? So, para magkaiba yata ang format ng torneo ito compared nga dito sa team event last time. So, what is the, to specify, i-explain natin kung anong format natin for the 27?
For the 27 po, this is individual stableford. So, unlike the Philippine Intercollegiate Team event, which was presented by the Philippine Golf Foundation, uh, ito po ay individual event. So, um, one day lang po ito at ang entry po ng scores ay kumbaga ikaw lang. So, ikaw lang mismo. So, yung team event po kasi, apat po kayo, tapos i-accumulate po yung scores nyo. But for this one, maglalaban po sila as individuals. So, ayun.
So, kapadapalabay at exciting itong gaganapin natin na Pilipinas College Golf Series dyan po sa Laguna, April 27, 8:30 a.m. shutdown. Tapos may tournament fee na 2,500 pesos inclusive of different sabihin natin, grade fee, insurance trophy at iba pa na iba't iba mga perks na rin para dito sa mga sasali. So, that will be an exciting one, ika nga, dahil of course, dumarami at dumarami pa yung mga collegiate golf league sa bansa and for sure, yung mga abangan natin ng mga torneo ay sabihin natin mas exciting niya with regards na dito sa partnership na ito with Duck World PH. So, ano ba ang aasa natin for this event? Lalo na, this will be a great opportunity for golfers southern part of Metro Manila to showcase their different skills na for this competition.
So, this is the first time that we're gonna hold a tournament in Laguna Cainti. No? So we're both very excited, me and us, no, us and the golf course for what's to come. Especially since medyo malayo po siya sa proximity ng usual golf courses po natin. I think the teams are also excited to compete there. Kasi given that this is also a school event and a team event, no, despite it being individual, it's gonna be an adventure po for the students. So, babiyahe po sila, tapos sa malayo, and they have the option to stay overnight kasi ganun po usually yung pag malayo po yung mga tournaments, ganun po yung ginagawa ng mga collegiate teams. So, parang mas nararamdaman po nila yung pagka collegiate team nila dito, I feel, dito sa tournament po na to, given its long distance proximity to the usual tournaments.
Okay, so bukod pa rito, meron pang isa pa this coming June. Ito yung Battle of the North sa Baguio City. Diyan po sa may Camp John A. So, that will be a great test na rin para dito sa mga golf clubs from the northern part to northern tip post of Petro of Luzon para ma-highlight o ma-showcase na rin yung aggressive galing sa pagiging golfers na rin. Lalo na yung mga nasa Cordillera or sa Ilocos, maybe they could form a golf club ba rin. So, ano abangan natin. At of course, yung ating grand finals, hopefully.
Sorry?
Yung ano ba ang aasahan natin din sa Battle of the North and pati sa hopefully sa grand finals?
Opo, so for the Battle of the North naman po, invited ang mga Northeast schools. So, na-mention niyo po yung University of Cordilleras. Actually po, meron na po silang golf team at nag-compete po sila sa team intercollegiate. So, makikita po natin dito na marami pa pong universities and colleges po na merong golf players na naglalaro and they're just waiting for they're just waiting for a league, and hopefully they can form a collegiate golf team. So for this one po, our venue is going to be in the John Hay po, sa John Hay Golf Club po tayo. And just like the Battle of the South, we're excited na makita na magkaroon ng isa pang adventure din, yung mga North schools naman. So since may South tayo, meron tayong Northern Battle of the North, wherein yung mga Northern Luzon colleges naman po ang invited. So we're very excited to see how it's gonna play out po sa John Jay Golf Club. And we're also excited to see the new college, the Northern College golf teams po na mabubuo po dahil po sa tournament po ngayon.
Okay, last question na lang. Singit ko na rin yung sa fencing. You will be part of the UP men's team that will compete nga dyan sa UAP Season 87 fencing. So, what are your preparations right now? Will be your last year, no?
Opo, sir. Opo, sir. Opo.
So, sa men's team ka lalo sa EPI, no?
Sa Saber po. Sa
Saber. So, what are your preparations for that? At ano ba ang ina-expect niyo, lalo na mabigat ang competition dyan sa Saber from different clubs na rin. Nagpapalakas yung ibang mga teams. But for sure, yung UP magiging palaban niya for this season, Sir Rabi.
Yes, sir. Okay, so it's been a year-long preparation for me going into the UAAP this season, no? And given that this is my last year, medyo emotional po yung season na to for me. Despite these projects po, I've been training hard for this competition. And for this season po, joining me in the Sabre team are 3 new rookies as well for UAAP. So as a senior po, it's my responsibility as well to show them the UP fighting spirit and to inspire them to become good athletes as well in the seasons to come. So this is sort of like my farewell game as well to them. And actually po, sasabay po siya sa Esports Awards next week, Tuesday. So sa umaga po yung event ko. After my event sa umaga, we'll be going to the Esports Awards, no, to help in the organizing of the event. So, ayun lang po.
Yun nga, workaholic ka pala from fencing event and straight nga doon sa UP para mag-organize na dito sa Philippine Esports Awards. And singit ko lang, being the veteran nga ng team and you're going into the last year, ano siguro yung nakikitang progress ninyo sa iba pa mga bata, yung 3 rookies na yon na naglalaro nga para dito sa UP and this is the first ever season. So, sabihin natin, veteran goals na rin at of course, parang pinapasan nyo na yung inyong tungkulin ninyo sa kanila. So, siguro pinayo ninyo dun sa mga rookies na yon to maximize yung training ninyo and to help them shape them into a competitive form pagdating nga sa season 87 yung UAP mas lalo silang paghahandaan and even in the future seasons as well.
Yes sir, yes sir. So I'd say yung pinaka-message ko po sa kanila is really to do your best po talaga sa training and trust the process. And not only that po, it's also to have grit as well. Kasi marami po talaga, especially sa UP, given na mahirap maging isang student athlete, at saka yung mga trials and tribulations of being a UP student, no? It's not just within academics, but also in UP po kasi you're trained to handle other issues as well and to become socially relevant. It's really to have grit and to continue fighting the UP spirit po. So yun po yung pinaka gusto naming ingrain sa aming mga bagong rookies for the UP fencing team.
Ika nga, kailangan talaga ng upgrade para dito dahil of course karamihan puro rookies na. So, kailangan panindigan nila spirit nila sa bawat laro and of course yung sportsmanship and of course yung iba't ibang mga skills and mindset nila para maging competitive at maging champion caliber itong mga ating mga UP Meds Saber teams natin. So, nasakop na natin lahat ng mga topics natin from esports, lumipat sa golf, lumipat sa fencing. At of course, si Sir Rabi, talaga namang hindi biro talaga yung makapag-manage talaga ng time, yung talents ninyo in 3 different sports. So, gonna be an exciting times next week. So, sa dami pa naman ng activities. Ikaw, kaya mo ba?
Kaya-kaya po, serbisyo lang po.
Alright. So, pasalamatan natin yung mga tumangkilik natin dito sa mga nasabing events. And of course, imbitahan nyo sila at supportahan nyo po din sa mga nabanggit natin kanina.
Alright, maraming salamat at muling iniimbitahan ko po kayo na sumali po sa at manood po sa ah, 2024 Philippine Esports Awards next week on April 22 at
Baka
sa
maganda kasi,
Pilipinas College Golf
madali lang,
Series
baka
Battle of
maganda
the
sila
South.
2024 Philippine Esports Awards. So parang parangal na rin ng mga iba't ibang esports influencers, personalities, and groups noong 2024 na ngayon lang kikilalanin yan
Apa,
at this point. So, tuloy.
apa. Apa. So, yun po. Pwede po kayo manood sa aming social media or tignan nyo po ang aming mga media partners. Maaari po kayong ma-update po doon sa mga pages nila, sa mga platforms po nila, um, para makita po ang mananalo for that year. So, mga nagbigay ng biggest contributions po in Philippine esports for that year. At inibita po kayo na sumali po sa Battle of the South Pilipinas College Golf Series. So ito po ay iniimbitahan po namin lahat po ng mga college golf players south of Luzon. So pag nasa area po kayo ng Lasal Taft, Mapua, at iba pa, moving south, maaari po kayong sumali doon. At maaari din po kayo manood kung hindi po kayo player sa Calaraya Golf Springs Golf Club. For updates po, you can visit our social media site sa Pilipinas College Golf Series sa aming Facebook.
Eh,
Muling pasasalamat din po sa aming mga sponsors. Maraming salamat po sa pagsuporta sa amin at sa pagbigay parangal sa mga iba't ibang atleta po namin. So,
at of course, UP Fencing.
yung event ko po is gonna happen for 4 days, yung fencing po. Pero makikita niyo po kami, Saber Team po, sa April 22 and April 23. So, suportahan niyo po ang UP. Kung kayo po ay galing UP, bari po kayong suporta on-site. Punta po kayo sa
Sa
Rizal
Rizal,
Memorial po ito gaganapin.
yan po, yun sa Rizal Memorial
Tama.
Coliseum. Diyan po sa may tabi ng PSC main building. Lagi kong
Wow.
tinatambayan pag may PSA forum. So, again, Rizal Memorial Coliseum. Then yung sa esports, yung sa UP, sa may GT Asian Center, yung ating photographers ay andito. At bukod pa rito, yung ating Battle of the South, which is happening sa Caliraya, dyan po sa may Laguna. So, all in po tayo dyan ng support. Of course, Sports Corner will be there to cover itong esports awards and we'll definitely support yung ating mga activities na yun. So, God bless at maraming salamat po and see you around. Bye-bye!
Maraming salamat. Thank you.
Thank you so much.